Hey everybody, this is Mr. Capcom, and this is my review of the Motorola X from Sprint PCS. First, I'm going to give a shout out to RU and Android for supplying me with this phone. I'll leave the information in the description. Hit them up, follow them, tweet them, Facebook them, G+, whatever you want to do. Whatever's good for you. So, let's get into the phone. First, we all know that the specs aren't that great. I mean, 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs, 720p Super AMOLED screen, which looks beautiful in my opinion. And it comes with the Motorola's X8 CPU, which is likened to the Snapdragon S4, but it's dual core. Now, granted, it does have 8 cores in it, but those other 4 cores are used for the speech recognition and the graphics and all the other stuff that makes the Motorola X a really hot phone. But with that said, even though it is a dual-core processor, I haven't had any issues with using the software on the phone. The phone runs really fast. I've had no lag or anything like that. As a comparison for the UI, because the UI is kind of based off of stock Android, you can kind of see the stock UI is, if not fast, just as fast. And the Nexus 4 is a quad-core processor. So, with that in mind, the Motorola X flies. I had no issue with running my software, running different things on here. The cool thing about the Motorola X is that it just got an update for the camera. And, personally, I like the camera photos that look beforehand, but, the photos after look pretty good. I took a bunch of photos that look pretty good. I don't know if you can see from the look of this. Some stuff was blurry, some stuff wasn't, but the pictures look amazing. I love them. And the camera update only made the camera even better. Other than that, I mean, the phone is really nice. Loudspeaker to Sprint service for once was really excellent on the device. I got 4G LTE, and I was able to get a signal where I live at, which sometimes that does not come in very well. Wi-Fi is great. The one thing I didn't like though is that it doesn't have QI or wireless charging. I just started using that a lot with my Nexus 4, so of course that was kind of a bummer because I couldn't use my existing hardware that I had. The other thing I didn't like is the fact that even though the screen is 4.7, I kind of felt as though the screen should have been a little bit bigger, but it works for what it is. The phone is nice. Calls were really nice and loud. Battery life was great. It never felt as though I needed to keep charging or the battery is garbage. It does have, I believe, a 22 milliamp battery on it, and it's great. I love it. Motorola did a really good job on the actual device. I love the voice actions, how you can just go into the voice controls and start using them without the phone actually even being on. So I'll give a quick demonstration. Okay, Google, now make me a sandwich.
What? Make it yourself.
Okay, so, it's talking back to me. I'm kind of offended, but that's alright. I'll let it slide. But you can see that's really cool that you can do all that from there. You can do a lot of different voice actions and whatnot as well, so it's pretty cool. I really love the phone. I had it for about like 2 weeks. Like I said, I want to give a special thanks out to RU and Android. They hooked me up with this phone, and it's excellent. Now, is it worth buying? That's 50-50. I mean, specs aside, granted, they're not the S4, HTC One, or even the Nexus 4, but for what the phone does, it does it extremely well, so you don't really worry about the specs. It's a great phone. It would last long. Me personally, I love the Nexus lines of phones, so I doubt I'll ever go back to HTC or a Samsung, but I would definitely personally would buy this. But like I said, the Nexus line of phones, they're cheap and you get a nice bang for your buck as it is. But with the the Motorola X, you have to pay $199 on contract, off contract, and that's say for the Motorola X Developer Edition, it's like $600+, which is a little too much for a smartphone where you could basically buy the HTC One X or the Samsung S4 or the Note 3 or something like that, and pay almost the same amount of money or an extra $100, give or take. So I mean, with that in mind, it's a nice phone. I would definitely buy one if it was a lower price point. So hopefully the next version, Motorola kind of improve on that. But Personally, I would wait for the Nexus 5 if I was going to buy a new phone, like right then and here today. I would definitely just wait for the Nexus 5 because that phone looks real sweet from the leaks. But other than that, I mean, the phone is perfect. For the first phone that's come out with the partnership with Google and Motorola, in my opinion, this is the phone. This is the partnership between Google and Motorola. This is what their phones, like, this is awesome. This is nice. I mean, granted, like I said, it could be some improvements here and there, but for this first try, and this Motorola X is perfect. If I had to give it a number, I would give it a 9.5 out of 10. Like, seriously, I love this phone. But that price point is killing me. If Motorola, if you're watching this, which you're probably not, but if you are, give us a Nexus type phone. I mean, I know you guys can do it. Love the phone. Keep up the good work. Active notifications are amazingly high. And hopefully, if anything, some of these features that come into the Nexus, maybe KitKat Android 5.0 will, or 4.4, I should say, should have something in it that are kind of like the active notifications and whatnot. So if you have any other questions or anything, hit me up in the comments. Like I said, are you an Android? Hit them up, areyounandroid.com. I'll leave them down in the description. And see you guys later. Peace.